Hello again. Over the last 2 weeks, I've shared with you how I went from dreaming about a Camino to actually planning one. For those of you who are returning, thank you for coming back. If you're new to this series, you may want to go back and watch those videos just to get the big picture. Today, I'm going to share with you how I chose the Camino path that I did and how I expect to go about it in terms of daily distances, baggage transfer, accommodations, time of year, all that good stuff. Now, they say there's no wrong way to walk the Camino, so my way probably won't be your way. However, I think that maybe by sharing with you some of the factors that went into my decision making, maybe it could help you make your own decision. Or maybe you've already walked the Camino and you can share your experience with us in the comments and we can learn from each other. Here are the considerations that went into my decision. First of all, I want to push myself, but I also want to enjoy myself. I'm not looking to prove that I'm some elite endurance athlete. Also, I'm cautious by nature. I don't take a lot of risks. So I was looking for a trail that wasn't too difficult in terms of hiking as far as steep downhills or rocky climbs, that kind of thing. Also, I'm an introvert. I like time by myself with my own thoughts. I also like meeting new people and having a shared experience. That's why I'm taking this journey. So I was looking for a time and a place where I would have proximity to other pilgrims, but I wouldn't be constantly surrounded. With all that in mind, I chose about the final 125 kilometers of the Portuguese Way. It's the most level of the Caminos. There are some hills, and I'm good with that, but also it's well-traveled. It's not as crowded as the most popular French way. My next consideration was my real aversion to carrying a pack on my back. So that makes a baggage transfer important. Also, I don't sleep well, even in the comfort of my own home. So add that to my introversion, and private sleeping quarters are a must. Finally, my husband isn't completely comfortable with me taking this big of a journey completely by myself, and I wanted to take his peace of mind into consideration. So to accommodate my current boundaries with discomfort, both physical and mental, as well as my husband's, I chose an all-women's group put together by Camino Ways. Camino Ways arranges the accommodations, the baggage transfer, and they provide an English-speaking tour guide. The woman at Camino Ways assured me that I would have the opportunity to break away from the group and go at my own pace as I wanted to. The guide actually paces with the slowest walker, and everybody else is free to move about at their own as they want to. I just recently booked the trip and put down a deposit. So far, Camino Ways has been great to work with. It is early in the process, so I'll let you know how that goes as time goes on. But in case you're interested, I will include their link in the description. The next thing to think about was time of year. I ruled out the busier, hotter months of July and August, as well as the colder months of October through April. So that left May, June, and September for my trip. At first I was leaning towards September because mostly I just felt like it would give me more time to prepare and also time to savor the anticipation of the big trip. And also I thought it would be a nice way to round out my 64th year. However, my research showed me that September is actually the busiest time on the Portuguese Way, as well as there are slightly fewer rain days on average in June. Then when I found this women's trip, they're going the first week of June, so that made up my mind, and June it is. We leave from Bayona, Spain on May 31st, and we arrive in Santiago on June 5th. And more good news, my sister's going with me, so I'm really excited about that. If you've walked a Camino, I'd love to hear how you chose the one you were going to do and which one it was. And I also hope that you will join me next week when I talk about how I'm preparing myself physically, mentally, and spiritually for this pilgrimage. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so now and be sure to set up the notifications so that you won't miss any videos. Until then, enjoy your journey wherever it takes you.